Everyone always talks about becoming a millionaire, but very few people actually get there. Hey guys, today we're actually going to build you a step-by-step plan on how to become a millionaire. I'm going to give you real examples, real numbers, and a clear path to follow. And I'm going to say this right now. This plan only works if you refuse to stay the same person that you are today. Because this plan's not just about managing money, but growing your skills, knowledge, and your income. The first step to becoming a millionaire is brutally simple. Know exactly where you are right now. Open your banking app, open your debts, open your investments. Take a look at all of these things. Subtract what you owe from what you own. That is your current net worth. And guys, don't overthink this. Because if you don't know your starting number, then how are you going to route your map to $1 million? So once you know that, you can calculate your savings rate. This is how much of your monthly income you'll actually keep. And if that number starts out small, that's okay. Now you know where to focus. Let's say your goal is $1 million in 30 years. If you started investing $1,000 a month, earning 7% annually, you'd hit that amount in about 30 years. Double that to $2,000 a month, and you're there in roughly 20. That is the power of compound growth. The whole point is pick your number, pick your timeline, and then reverse engineer that. Okay, now that you've got your target, let's automate this process. One rule of thumb that me and my wife always do is treat our investments like a bill. Now, obviously, I'm not telling you that bill comes first, so don't pay your utilities. Pay your utilities, pay your rent, get the necessities, but after that, the next most important bill that you have is your investment. Not your subscriptions, not your golf membership. It is your investment. And treating it like a bill, that's a non-negotiable. Whether it's your Roth IRA, your 401k, or a standard brokerage account, make sure you're contributing that monthly and it's automated. And don't just wait until after your bills to move money away. Treat this like a bill. Build your bills around your savings. There are so many things that when a person actually looks at how much they're spending, you can wipe a ton of that out just by not going to the gas station to get food one day a week or going out to eat one day because you're too lazy to cook. I'm not saying don't do those things. I'm saying do them all in moderation, making sure that you're still hitting that automatic monthly transfer to your investment accounts. By automating your wealth, guys, this is where you start to get rich even when you're sleeping. Putting that money away, out of sight, out of mind, and let it grow, grow, grow. That is how you will earn your way to becoming a millionaire. Now, guys, here's the part that no spreadsheet or no calculation graph is going to do for you. You have to grow your income. You can't just cut a weekly coffee out of your diet and expect to become a millionaire just by doing that alone. You also need to earn more. Learn new skills, earn certifications, look for new opportunities. Anything that you can do to further your own annually generated revenue. If you're in a job that you like, study your craft. Try to get a raise or a promotion. And this applies to everyone. If you're working fast food, try to become a shift manager. If you're working in a carpentry job as a laborer, try to become a foreman. If you're working an office job, there are so many avenues and opportunities to either move up at an angle or move straight up. Soak up all the knowledge and information around you that you can and use that to your advantage. If you start to show how valuable you are, people won't want to lose you. And if they're willing to lose you, somebody out there is willing to pay you more than you're making right now. So don't forget that. You don't want to stay stagnant. You want to level up. And this video is more than just about becoming a millionaire. It's about professional development. The more money you make, if you're setting forth the right habits, the faster you can get there. Because with every raise, every side hustle, every promotion, it shortens your path to getting to that millionaire status. And guys, one thing I love to say is you can't control the market, but you can control your effort. And honestly, that right there is where a lot of people fall short. We already talked about this a little bit with automating, but remember to remain consistent. Let that automation do its job. Don't pull back on investments just because you want to buy a new car since you got a raise. Continue making that investment. Keep the goal at the forefront of your mind. If you can do that and you can remain consistent, trust me guys, compounding works. This is why so many people invest so heavily in the market, because over time, you will get there. There's always going to be down years. There's always going to be times in the market where it's not great to be an investor, but that's when you can buy more and cost average down. Use it as an opportunity, not as a way to get afraid of investing. And don't forget to mitigate your risk. And remember, your goal isn't about timing the market. Your goal is to just stay in the market. Time in the market beats timing the market all of the time because you're taking out the human error. Is now the time to sell, is now the time to buy, and then next thing you know, you bought high, sold low. And that's the last thing you want to do. Guys, most millionaires are not built overnight. They're built by people who stay consistent, remain vigilant, and continue to learn and hone their skills. And finally, the last step, review your plan. Make sure that after half a year and then each year thereon, you're staying consistent with your goals. Look at where you're at in the market. See how your accounts are performing. If you have a financial advisor, which I would recommend having one if you don't know much about this, as they can help you with a lot of information on tax strategies, as well as making sure you're investing in the right things. You can visit with them or just look at the numbers and determine how you're performing and if you're on track to meeting that goal in that timeline. And guess what? Things will change. There are sometimes stocks that a person might need to sell out of, and that's okay because guess what? This financial plan isn't static. It is alive, and it's always changing and always moving. So to wrap things up, here's the truth. Most people never become millionaires because they don't believe that they can be. But you just watched this entire roadmap. So now go ahead and build it. Start today. Even if it's $100 a month, just do it. Get started because the longer you're in the market, the more it will pay off for you. Track your net worth, automate your savings, and learn those new skills. Push yourself harder than you did yesterday because building wealth doesn't just grow in your accounts, it also grows in you. Guys, thank you so much for watching this video. If you made it this far, please consider leaving a like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. I love making content like this. I hope that you took something away. And if you have any further questions for me, leave those in the comments because I'd love to hear them. And if you have anything that you'd like to see extrapolated out in a future video, I am all game and happy to answer some questions in new videos for you guys. So thanks for watching, and you guys have a great week. See you next time.